Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with a Simon Hurley holiday collection video. It's going to be a few collections, all holiday themed, all Simon Hurley goodness. Yay! But before I get started in that video, Kit Club is out. So I will link my Kit Club video here if you want to see the goodies with the Home for the Holidays Kit Club. That can probably work with Simon's goodies too. Also, Spellbinders has a new Steals and Deal sale. I will link my video here. The sale has nothing to do with Halloween, even though it says Spooktacular Savings. So you can definitely check that out. Also, crafters, Spellbinders has released their holiday gift sets, so you can take a look at all those bundle sets. The best deal will be the Marvelous Machine bundle, which will include the White Platinum 6, the White Platinum Scout, Better Press, and a Glimmer Machine, all four bundled together for a special price. Also, crafters, Spellbinders has their holiday gift guide if you want to see all the holiday offerings at Spellbinders. Okay, crafters, let's get into this video of Simon Hurley's holiday goodness. Let's get started. Crafters, I am having fun with two holiday collections from Simon Hurley. First, there is Glad Tidings. Then there is Timeless Trees. Two fabulous collections that can mix, match, and play very well with each other. I'm going to have another Simon Hurley video coming. That's more with his stamps and dies, but those can be incorporated with these as well. With the Glad Tidings collection, crafters, this is a Better Press collection, and with Better Press you can press it or glimmer it. The Glad Tidings is only 3 items. For the Timeless Tree, you're looking at 7 items. So this one is a more comprehensive collection. 2 3D embossing folders, 2 styles of Christmas tree for Timeless Trees, an ornament set, so love, and then this fun mantle one. The mantle decoration, and here's the mantle right here. There is a bundle deal with these two, Mantle Village and the mantle decorations. This again, mix, match, and play, or play by itself. So super cute. Love. All right, crafters, let's take a closer look at all these goodies. First up, crafters, I'm going to show you here from both Timeless Tree and Glad Tidings, these two cards featuring the fabulous mantle. This card is an A2, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch, and this one is a A6, 4 1/2 by 6 1/4. I had this background done before, and this is also a Simon Hurley embossing folder. It's a shaker. Yay! All right, let's look at these mantles, the accessories, and then this fabulous set of sentiments, which I can't stop using. The Mantle Village is here, 3 3/4 inch wide by a little under 1/2 inch tall. So it does fit within an A2. You'll still have space on the side, so it doesn't go all the way out. Then you have these 2 styles of houses. Here I'm using Poppyfield cardstock. This is Silver Fox, and this is actually wood grain cardstock. So there is wood grain on the mantle. Crafters, everything I'm talking about, I will list and link below. So I'll put the general link for wood grain. This is from Lawn Fawn, okay? I just wanted to see what it would look like with just wood grain cardstock done. And then here are these fabulous trees. I love these little trees. And I put the house together. When you cut it out, you're going to get cut lines for all these windows. Then you get an embossed detail of where to put the doors. Here are the doors. This one goes with this one goes with this. Super fun. The house is 1 3/4 inch tall by 1 1/4 inch wide. Because this house has a drop-in, you see this drop-in detail? I can mat behind here very quickly because I have that outline piece. So with the outline piece, I cut vellum. Then I also cut Spellbinders graphite cardstock. That's what you're seeing here. For the sentiment, I love this. This is the Nutcracker Trio press plate and die. So super cute. The Nutcrackers, you're looking at 2 1/2 inch tall by 1 inch on average, but you also get 3 sets of fabulous sentiments that come with the coordinating die. And you know I love sentiments like this with a coordinating die, because when I have the coordinating die, I can put them anywhere. I don't have to worry about pressing it. I can put the sentiments on top of an embossed detail like this, and I don't have my paper going all lumpy bumpy and all that. And underneath both of these sentiments, I popped it up with a second layer of black cardstock just to give it a little pop, because these are all popped up as well. With the trees, actually, I need to come back to these trees for a second. I cut this out twice, and because there is an embossed line, I fold it upward. You see it? So the tree actually has another layer. You see it right there? Isn't that fun? To give it just a dimensional look. Super fun with this. I have not even used this part for the tree. That's like a little bottle brush trunk. So for this card, it reads, "Deck the halls, may your Christmas be merry and bright." This is black cardstock with matte silver hot foil roll. I spoke about what kind of cardstock I use, especially the black cardstock in Yana's beautiful Amaryllis Christmas collection. I will link that video here. Take a look at that beauty. I do talk about my 2 cardstock choices. I used that scrapbook.com black cardstock again. I am still liking it, so that might be this, because I've been mixing and playing with them just to see, but they both glimmer very well. For my emboss panel here, crafters, I'm using the Sparkling Snow 3D embossing folder. 5.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch tall. You would use the universal plate system. Look at this nice detail with the snowflakes, more snow, and the little stars. I think is perfect with this entire collection. Both of them. Then I turned this one into a shaker. To cut that circle, I'm using everlasting circles. The largest one in here is 4.25 inch. If I wanted to turn this into a square card, that could have been really cute as a square card too. In the background, because normally we put pattern paper here in the background, crafters. This is also glimmered in the background with one of my favorite snow-like press plates. This is sprinkled confetti press plate, 4.5 by 5.75 inch tall. You can glimmer and press with this. It's fabulous both ways. She is gorgeous. This is from, let's see if you can guess, Home for the Holidays collection. I will link my video here. I love this collection. This was all the way back in July. I am still holding on to Home for the Holidays. Look how pretty it is. So here it is. Glimmered. This is on indigo cardstock with opaque white hot foil roll. Notice I have shaker bits in here and shaking along. Do you see it tearing and lifting up what I glimmered? No, because this is pressed in. Once you glimmer it and then you run it through your die cut machine, you're pressing in your hot foil. So you can use it as a shaker and still have everything there. So fun. Love it. So this is like a snow globe scene, outdoor, indoor, or maybe you're in the house looking out the window. Whichever way, I'm having fun. So that's card number 1. Coming into card number 2, still with the mantle, but now we're going into those mantle decorations. Mix, match, and play with the mantle village. I could have brought trees in here. I could have put a house in the background, pop this up. Have fun with this one too. You could have the houses in here, create a shaker or a scene, pop it up, and then have these two on the outside to give that whole look. You can also make a box card with layers. That would be really sweet with this. So these two together, I can see why this is bundled. If you wish, for the bundle, you do get a nice deal on it, but you can also purchase them separately. All right, so now with the mantle decorations, you're going to get a sentiment here. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. They both fit here. The sentiment, let me give you a width on it because it dictated this panel. 3.5 inch, okay? I like that you can die cut this and then layer it up. Simon made it easy. Great job, Simon. Did I tell you that this is a great job with these two collections? And I love that they play well together. So here you can do the contrasting colors. I could have done black for here and then white on top. So you can go as much contrast as you wish, or you can go more subtle. The cute little reindeer. So here you get 2 of them. They are a small size, 1 1/8 by, let's say, 1 inch. The antlers here are an add-on. Here is the mantle. This is in timber cardstock from Spellbinders. I didn't have to put on the embossing mat. So the detail did come through. It does look different than if you use the wood cardstock, okay? It's a little bit more of a loose wood look, but this is more deeper wood because this is wood grain cardstock. I didn't even have to ink this one. It comes in dark brown. Lawn Fawn has white, craft, and then this dark brown. I'm loving the dark brown. I think it's fabulous. There's also this bit of greenery right here. Some more greenery, which I put as a wreath around the neck of one of the reindeer. Here on the stockings, you get 3 styles of stockings. You get that outline, and then this drop in the detail on the top of the stocking and the little hooks. In my hooks, I also have some gold mixed gems, the solid part. On my wreath, I have some red gems. I did 3 of the little tiny gems, and you see how they fit on this little microscopic piece. This is about 3/8 of an inch wide, okay? But not crazy tiny. You can work this without glasses. You can skip this piece if this is too much to die cut. That's why I put gems. Why not? Or little pearls too would be cute. Also available in Simon's Timeless Tree collection, 2 new embossing folders. One of them you're seeing right here. Look at this great detail. This is Bark, and she's exciting because she's an oversized embossing folder. Love, 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 love. Again, you would use a universal plate system. Both of these are 3D embossing folder. Look at this one. So there's bark and branches. With branches, this is an embossing folder and an accompanying die. The die looks like it'll cut out this branch so you could have a 3D look if you wish. Here I use bark. This is on cardstock from my stash. And then I came on with some Distress Oxide in Vintage Photo. Rubbed it on the top because look at this detail. Listen. Love. And then I came on also with a little bit of gold pigment ink, which I don't think you guys see. It's a lot of brown, gold, and dark brown, so it's hard to see it, but so super pretty. So have fun with something like this. You can do this in any color you wish. This is a great set. I love the mix, match, and play within here. I know I'm hopping all over the place with these collections, but they are hoppable. You can play with them. So this card now features the Nutcracker Trio press plate and die. Can I say it again? Love. Sentiments, you have me there. Then here comes the cute little nutcrackers. When you press it or glimmer it, they cut out individually. So you get one die that fits on perfectly, and then you cut it. After I glimmered it, I then cut a second set in red and did like a little offset and then black here in the background. And I have this horizontal A2 top folding card. I did the sentiment again. I have a lot of this in the black and the silver. It gives me contrast here and also pop. I made all my little nutcrackers, all 3 styles. You get one that looks like a soldier, the king, and then I guess another king. And then here are the little trees. You see how great these little trees are? I think it works perfectly in here. This is in Spellbinders fern cardstock and fern here too. To make my card, I'm using layers. This is a card that's not hard, but she has lots of layers going on, and then the layers create the interest. Use a fabulous foundation die to do that. This is nested postage labels and tag dies. The largest die in here is an A2, 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch. This part is in white. Here is the fern. Coming in one more, white. This layer is cut out of white glitter cardstock from my stash. Then I took my trimmer and I did cut a sliver of red because this was white on white. And then I put the sentiment right here. I put 2 trees right on top of it. I did this light arc with my nutcracker, like 2 low and 1 high, and then put the sentiment here. This whole ensemble is popped up off of this. So fun. I love this card. Love Nutcracker Trio. Love this little set too. This one won't have a terribly high price point if you're on a tight budget, but you want these little fun accents right there, that Mantel village, okay? Fun, fun, fun. You can also glimmer this and color this in with your alcohol markers. Use hammer mill cardstock. You could also press it and then watercolor and then put these same soldiers here with the mantle too. And then underneath it, come back in with the stockings. Lots of cards you can make. Just from one set, you can just keep going and have the looks change. Love that. Look at this beauty. This is vintage layered ornaments. Of course, this card had to be all by itself. With 2 beauties from the Timeless Trees collection. There's this trio of gorgeous ornaments. Love what you did here, Simon. So what you see is the ornaments, which has the outline die. So you can cut this solid if you wish, ink blend on it, have fun. Cut these 2 together to get the layering piece. So there's lots of fun with this. I love the look of these ornaments. They're very vintage, gorgeous, and I love the shapes. I love a good ornament die too, and this one is like thumbs up. Here is an A2 card. In the background, I have Spellbinders Forest cardstock, and then here is mix matching and playing with one of my favorites, Treasured cardstock in rose gold. For this tall one, it is 2 5/8 of an inch tall by 1.5 inch wide. To stick this on top of here, I was using adhesive sheets. It just makes it easier, even for this detail. You get 3 different styles of ornamental looks, so you could keep them all one or use all 3. You even get 3 different toppers. Then you get a detail on the toppers. Here is a detail on one, so this is layered on top of that base. And here is the one on the other, and then here's this one on that one. So love. Then here's some bows. You also get this part, which is what I did in actually Vivant Fin Cord in rose gold. Love. Huge spool too. I taped this string underneath this A2 card panel. In the background here, I have the Branches 3D embossing folder. Look at this beauty. This is also splashed on. So here you're seeing a lot of this rose gold. So if you love the rose gold colorway, let's take a little moment for it, because there's a few products that are working very well together. This card did not take me long, but she certainly is pretty. I'm using Yasutomo metallic watercolor. This is the reddish gold. That's what you're seeing here. I love this against forest. So super pretty. The Yasutomo also comes in silver and pale gold. This is available at Spellbinders, and I purchased every single one of them, okay? Because this is fabulous. This will last me years on end. And I love that it comes all packaged up like this. It's hand poured and all. Crafters, this is Treasured cardstock. Here I'm using the rose gold pack. 15 sheets in each pack, 5 styles, 3 sheets each. So this is the rose gold assortment. There's also the silver pack and the gold pack. I really wanted to play with the rose gold because I wasn't paying a lot of attention to her. Now that I see that she works so well with the forest, we're becoming good friends because this is gorgeous. For the top layer, I'm using the glitter metallic. There's also the option of matte metallic, brush metallic, mirror metallic is what you're seeing inside here, and then pearl metallic. If you wanted it to be super subtle, use this. There's a lot of goodness within this pack. And it's all the same treatment in all the colors. So for my sentiment, this is Sending Joy Sentiments Press Plate and Die. You've been seeing this one from me a lot lately. Love this. You can press or glimmer, die cut it once. Has 4 sentiments. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, season's greetings, sending joy. This sentiment is perfect right here. This is Spellbinders alabaster cardstock with their dark gold hot foil roll from Satin Metallics. Then for the centers to finish off the card, I'm using from the Handmade Holidays card making kit. Remember that big kit? I will link my video here so you can take a look at that beauty. There's this pack of gems, and these are larger sizes. I use a large one in the big one here. And then for the centers of these, this one. I love this card. I love this color combination together. I will be revisiting this one. Up next, crafters, here's an oversized card from the Glad Tidings collection. I have the Santa Sleigh press plate and die. Press or glimmer, cut it out with a coordinating die, but here I have Santa in the background. There are sentiments like Merry Christmas, Santa Claus is coming to town, to all a good night. These two don't have a coordinating die, but you could use just a sentiment strip in a rectangle to cut these two out. Here I have the coordinating die for Merry Christmas, but of course I had to come back into the Nutcracker trio, May Your Christmas Be Merry and Bright. This is pressed out on porcelain cotton card with black Better Press ink. So I glimmered on black cardstock my Santa with matte silver hot foil roll. So this is in the background with Santa coming, and here's inside of the house. For the inside of the house, this is from the Timeless Trees collection now. Christmas Classic Trees dies. Thumbs up. This tree, 3 7/8 of an inch tall by 2.5. With the base, you're now looking at 4 5/8 of an inch tall by 2.5. So if you had a card that was an A2, and this is longer, you could take out the base and just put the tree alone. See how the tree can be alone? This is a fun layering tree. This reminds me of Nicole's needlework collection. Smaller tree, but the layers of it. So this is the branch layer that you can cut in brown cardstock. What I did was forest cardstock, came on with some green cardstock from my stash. This is the top. This is the back layer. So it's 3 layers for this tree. If you want to really play with contrast and colors, have fun right here. This piece goes down here. This piece goes here. This piece goes here. Think of your artificial tree that comes in sections. I had a tree like this once. Here is the bottom. So this goes in the back. And then this is on top here. For my presents, I have waterfall and teal topaz. The presents are right here. All the fun is in 3 dies. Mix, match, and play. And you can stack them up too. I use the same bow here for all 3, but you have 2 styles. Then Simon also gave you stars. You could put this ornament, which is what I use, with the silver treasured cardstock that I just showed you. And then here is also silver in the matte metallic. And then here is some other styles of ornaments, baubles and little diamond shaped one. So this is a nice comprehensive set for the tree. So if the older bottle brush tree die, which I love, is not your style, this is more of a traditional tree, timeless, and I love the layers. So if you want to do a lot of layers, because this is 3 layers, they layer on top nicely and it still doesn't have a lot of bulk. A lot of these cards can be minimal for mailing, calculating all your postage. You want to keep your cards a certain height, then this is a good option with these 2 collections. All right, now to finish my card, I decided to bring in another foundation die, a favorite from my stash. Postage edge rectangles, love. The largest one in here is 4 3/4 of an inch wide by 6 inches tall. That's what you're seeing here. Had it this way, but then I brought in just a 1/4 inch over in black cardstock for the contrast to go back into this. For this background, along with Santa, I did splatter white opaque watercolor. I think that gives a nice detail. Red in the background here. And then here, this layer, which is your A2 layer in this set. This is no longer at Spellbinders, but I'll still put a link for where it's available, okay? So this is your A2 layer with the dot detail. Think of it as a big brother to the nested postage labels. This one is A2 with the postage detail. This is wider. This is A2 with the dot detail. Both of them have their place and they have 2 different styles. There's times when I want that dot detail, then there's times I want the stitch detail. Winners. Up next, crafters, to round out the Glad Tidings collection. So it is 3 Better Press sets. We already saw lots of the Nutcracker trio, which you're still seeing here again, and Santa's sleigh. Now in that collection, to finish it off, is the Ornamental Place and Press. So you get the registration template here in the back. So easy to work with. This is all Better Press ink crafters on porcelain cotton card for these 2 layers. This branch part goes in the top. This is with that new Woodlands Better Press ink set. 1 brown and then the greens. Love this. Coming in now with some other Better Press ink in a sort of a pinky coral. I think this is that one that's like teal topaz and then saffron. I love this trio right here. And then for my little ornament topper, that is with Thunder Better Press ink, the gray. And it all pressed beautifully. Nothing interacted too weird or anything like that. Love it. I was going to put gems on here, but then when I did put 1 or 2 gems, luckily I was able to peel them off because it just didn't look right to me. But you could put gems in here for the white space, but I don't think it's that much white space because I came in with one of my favorite foundation dies. This is a new one, but she is a beautiful one. Perfect Touch. The largest die in here is an A2. That's what you're seeing here in gray cardstock. Look at that detail. I love how it looks quilted. My second layer is not this. My second layer is coming into nested postage. This bit right here. You see the stitch detail? I love this because she can mix with other foundation dies and they're not competing. They're working seamlessly. I don't even know if you noticed that it's different sets. So this piece is here. This piece comes back into about this one, I believe. The third one in. With Better Press, I always like to bring in a foundation die. 1, I'm using the foundation die to straighten out my layer because notice how this is straight. If she's a little bit lean, this doesn't look so right. She'll start to look like this. No bueno. She has to be nice and straight. But then I wanted to try something different. And that's where I brought in this because this is a lot of white space. From here to here is a lot of white space. But because I cut this out, and then popped it up 1 millimeter off of this. So this is the same panel. And then this is just layered on top of this one. I'm coming in with this Better Press sentiment from, again, Nutcracker Trio. So you see, 'tis the season to be jolly. you'll be seeing this from me again. This one saying a lot, but it has a small footprint. This is super cute too. I like sentiments that fit fabulous. This one fit right here coming into that one. If you do get this set, and you have your better press or your glimmer, have fun with her. Then you can come into the Nutcrackers, but I'm loving these sentiments outside of this set too. Thumbs up. So there is a 2-for-1 in this one, and this is just beautiful. You can make a lot of just this card with the branch and the ornaments and give somebody as a set of Christmas cards and change the color of the ornaments. But this works so fabulous and so easy with my Better Press hack, which I don't think I can link because I think I'm out of links. I'm still using my Better Press hack, crafters. The more you do that hack, the quicker and cleaner you can get. And I'm not like having to re-ink. You know I'm loving that, right? So here's my next card. Look at this beautiful A2 card. I'm loving these layers. This is when Better Press just makes me so happy. Yes, it says a lot, but it's still clean. I love this clean card. All right, lastly, crafters, coming into height and pop on an A2 background. And here goes the sentiment again. I could have put this here, but it was competing too much with this card. Don't get me wrong, I love having both. I'm loving the black cardstock for sentiments as well. With this card now, there is a new collection at Spellbinders. This is the Shaker Dome collection. So I'm going to do a sidebar real quick. 5 domes. These all work with existing foundation dies. Stylish oval. That's what you're seeing here. Fresh picked, which is also a foundation die. Emerald cut goes with the emerald cut die set. Hexy gems, you know I love hexy gems. And arch will go with essential arches. Coordinates with essential arches. Coordinates with essential hexy gems. Emerald cut labels and tag. And then fresh picked. So all of this has names on them, okay? Stylish ovals is an older set. So you know what that means? She goes on super sale from time to time. She is fabulous. She is the sister to Essential Modern Ovals, the slimmer oval. This is the little bit wider one, but still has that capsule look once you start coming into the smaller sizes. This is roughly in here. So with this card, which has the shakety shake, I'm using some Heidi Swap Snow. This is a old snow set for those trees. This is coming back into Simon, and this is the last die set. So I used the entire collection, crafters. Whimsical bottle brush tree dies. Love this one. I did print out, and when I do these print out, crafters, I'm just printing this out from the listing on the Spellbinders webpage. I just print it out and then cut it with my trimmer. So this is what the bottle brush tree will look like. This is in sage cardstock, and that's in rainforest cardstock with a little bit of ink blending, okay? On the bottom of this, I do have the bottle brush tree. Because of the dome, I thought, you know, I would need a lot of filler, and so I did too much of the filler. But there is the bottom. This is fabulous too because it has a detail here, and then it has a topper. This topper is what gives it depth and roundness for these bottle brush bottoms. I'm going to give you an average on the tree. Assembled, 2 3/4 of an inch tall. You're looking at 1 inch, okay? It's in that range, but you can make your tree taller because you can put your tree all the way up to here. It'll start looking weird though if you go too tall, but you do have the option. And because he didn't attach these to here, I like that, Simon. You can also use any of these bottoms. You could use just this bottom for all the different styles of tree. And this one here, you could do only 2, or you could do 3. So you could do it as a trio, or you could just do 2 like what I did here. And then I put the dome. With this dome, you're going to put your double-sided tape around this perimeter here. This is going to be a rough estimate. 3 3/4 of an inch. And then the width is 2.5. The height is 1/4 of an inch. For the inside, crafters, here is a beautiful detail from this fabulous foundation die. This is the Starshine background die. This is a cover plate die. This detail, this is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch on blended blue cardstock. So this is white cardstock with blue ink. And then what I did was a dry emboss using my Platinum 6. Got that quilted detail in the background, and I did some splatter again, snow with splatter white. I love this. Guess which collection this is from? Home for the holidays. Of course, love. I tell you, that collection is a very strong collection. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch that video, Home for the Holidays, because it works with all of these newer collections that are coming for holidays. Still working with it. I think I showed you 3 sets out of that collection in this video, and I've been showing it over and over again. I still love that collection. Very, very fabulous, strong collection. Of course, if you can't get all 15 items, crafters, I encourage you to create just a Home for the Holidays or a Christmas wish list at Spellbinders and take your time, okay? All right, crafters. Everything will be detailed and linked below. Newer collections like the Dome collection, and I did finish this off with some gems. Look at the variety of cards, crafters. From just 2 collections, they all look different. There is very elegant, there is clean, there is fun creating a scene, another scene. I'm loving the postage look for a lot of what's going on here with Simon as well. And of course, bringing in this beautiful die as well. Here, having fun with his embossing folder. Here, don't discount Bark. You'll be seeing much more of her because I've been just having fun with it too. There is a Woodlands collection below in the description box, crafters. I do always link new collections. I always encourage you to look at new collections in its entirety by itself. If you look at everything in the new arrivals, it starts to go like this because some of the collections, let's say Shine Bright, Beads of Friendship, can't link that one. That was one of my recent ones too. Those are all year round. Those have no specific holiday. But then you come into Christmas. So if you look at everything one time, it's like, why am I seeing fall, Christmas all year round? It's a lot. And then you miss things. That's why I always put the new collections. Thanks so much for watching. Until the next video. Great job, Simon. Love these two and love using these two together. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye.